Good morning, children. The next part of oscillation is we'll see how any example works on the basis of simple harmonic motion. So we'll take the first system. Means examples of system. Examples of system executing in SHM. Examples of system executing in SHM. We are taking the first example. Suppose that there is a table. Here one spring is connected with the body. The mass of the body is m and the spring constant of the body is k. The mass of the body is m and the spring constant of the body is k. When we apply external force on the body and release means we have taken a external force and released at this position, then it will come back. Means restoring force is acting. Restoring force is acting in opposite direction. Restoring force is acting in opposite direction. Restoring force is acting in opposite direction. This restoring force will be equal to restoring force is equal to minus kx. You are knowing k spring constant and x the distance by which it is expanded. X the distance by which it is expanded, that is x. Now restoring force equal to mass into acceleration is equal to minus kx. It can be written as a equal to minus k by m into x. We are knowing in acceleration we have seen a equal to, in the last class, a equal to minus r omega square sin omega t. We have done. This is the concept of acceleration executing in SHM. We are knowing r sin omega t equal to y. So we can write here minus y omega square, or we can write here minus omega square y. In place of r sin omega t, we have written here y. So omega square is a constant term. A is directly proportional to minus y. This is the concept in which particle executes in SHM. This is the acceleration, linear acceleration, and y, that is the displacement. It should be negative. Means negative sign indicates that displacement and acceleration both are opposite to each other. In the same way, here you are finding here, this is the displacement, this is the acceleration. So here is also, it is a constant term. So acceleration is directly proportional to minus x. It proves that this system is in SHM. It proves that this system is in SHM. When the system will be in SHM, then certainly k by m is equal to omega square. So k by m is equal to omega square, which implies omega equal to under square root k by m. This is the angular frequency. If we write here 2 pi by t, then under the square root k by m, then we can calculate the time period of particle system is in SHM equal to 2 pi root over m by k. So we got the time period of system executing in SHM. In this way, you have to care in this concept once more. A equal to minus r omega square sine omega t. Here A equal to r sine omega t. In place of r sine omega t, we write here omega square. Sorry, y. Then A equal to minus omega square y. A is directly proportional to minus y. This is the concept of SHM. In this concept, this is the constant term omega square. So here, this is the constant term k by m. It is omega square. So we have calculated the time. We'll take one more example. Example 2. This is a simple pendulum. Its length is L. When we apply external force, it moves and acquires this position. That position is extreme position, making angle theta with the vertical. Here is the mg. Here is the mg. Now, when it will be produced forward, then these two lines are parallel and this is the transversal. So certainly this angle will be theta. Along this direction, this will be equal to mg cos theta, and along this direction, this will be equal to mg sin theta. This mg sin theta provides restoring force. So restoring force is equal to minus mg sin theta. This minus indicates that this force is acting opposite to external force. So this is the minus mg sin theta. Force equal to mass into acceleration. So acceleration, mass will be cancelled. Acceleration is equal to minus g sin theta. Here is theta is very small, so we can write here g theta. Because this angle is less than 4 degree or equal to 4 degree, this angle is very small. In the case of approximation, if sin theta is very small, then sin theta is equivalent to theta. So this is theta. Theta equal to L by R. This is the y. Y by R. This is L. So in place of minus g, theta equal to L by R means y by L. We can write here A equal to minus g by L into y. This is a constant term. So certainly A is directly proportional to minus y. A is directly proportional to minus y. It proves that system is in SHM. Then omega square equal to g by L. Omega square equal to g by L. So omega is equal to under the square root g by L. 2 pi by t is equal to under the square root g by L. So L is t equal to 2 pi root over L by. So we got the time period of pendulum using the concept of simple harmonic motion. So you can take any example and you can conclude that what will be its time period, angular frequency or frequency. I think clear? Now come to the Next topic. Potential energy. Potential energy of particle executing in SHN, executing in SHN, potential energy of particle executing in SHN. Here, suppose that this is a pendulum. When this pendulum is applied by external force, it goes and covers some distance, that is y is the displacement. Restoring force is acting in opposite direction. Restoring force is acting in opposite direction. So work is done, and this work done will be stored in the system in the form of potential energy. So potential energy is the work done. Potential energy is the work done. This is the work done. This work done is equal to, we are knowing, A equal to minus omega square y. A equal to minus omega square y. If we multiply by m in both sides, ma equal to minus m omega square y. Ma equal to what? That is equal to force. Then force, this is the force. If you take the restoring force, then negative sign will be removed here. So restoring force will be equal to m omega square y, because that will be minus of minus f, because restoring force is the opposite to the external force. So this will be positive. Now this is the force into displacement. Force is m omega square y into displacement, that will be equal to dy, displacement, small displacement, that is equal to, it will be integrated from 0 to y, m omega square y dy, potential energy, it will be equal to m omega square will be common, y dy, that will be y square by 2, 0 to y, that is equal to m omega square y square divided by 2, that is the potential energy, half m omega square y square. This is the potential energy of particle executing in SHN. Now we take the kinetic energy. Kinetic energy will be equal to kinetic energy is equal to half mv square. This will be equal to m by 2 v. V is equal to r omega cos omega t. R omega cos omega t. In place of cos omega t, we can write 1 minus sin square omega t, that is equal to r omega 1 minus sin omega t. We have y is equal to y equal to r sin omega t. So in place of sin omega t we can write put here y by r whole square. This will be equal to r omega under square root 1 minus r square minus y square divided by r. R will be cancelled. So we got here half md square m by 2 in place of v square. This is v. So v square will be equal to r square minus y square. So this can be written as r square minus y square. This is the kinetic energy. So total energy will be equal to potential energy plus kinetic energy. Potential energy, here is omega is left, I think. So this will be omega also. So here will be omega square also. Now potential energy m omega square y square by 2 plus multiply this one m by 2 omega square r square m by 2 omega square r square minus m by 2 omega square y square. It will be cancelled. So total energy will be equal to m by 2 omega square r square. This is the example of, this is the expression for total energy. We can express it into graph. So graphical representation. Graphical representation. Graphical representation. This is the energy graph. Energy, and this is the expansion y, this side compression minus y, means left side minus y, right side y. Potential energy is equal to half m omega square y. So potential energy at here y will be equal to 0. So potential energy will be at this position. Potential energy will be equal to 0. And m omega square y square. Again, when y will increase, then potential energy will increase. This side also potential energy will increase. You are knowing that if potential energy is 0, at that time kinetic energy will be maximum. This is the potential energy now. At that time kinetic energy will be maximum due to conservation of energy. So here will be maximum kinetic energy, and when potential energy will be maximum, then kinetic energy will be minimum. So this type of graph will be obtained. In this is the potential energy, this is the kinetic energy. I think clear. So this type of theoretical question will be asked from this part, and concept you have to make. Okay, thank you.